this video, we're going on a $250,000 vacation.
I recreated every single set from Squid Game in real life.
I put 100 people inside of a giant circle.
Go! Power! It has officially been 24 hours of standing.
Turn every light off.
What's the true cost of MrBeast's success? Cullen and Samir interviewed MrBeast a while back, and it was incredible. MrBeast talked about his life, his work, and what he was doing, and how his life was incredibly unbalanced. That he was not a normal person, and he should not be repeated by anyone.
Right now, it's really three things that my entire world revolves around. I work out every day, I work on main channel videos, and I work on Feastables. It's just those three things.
Yeah.
I wake up, I do that, and then when I'm done, I go to bed.
He is completely obsessed with being the best YouTuber alive, and I really admire that. But there was something in his conversation about his girlfriend and his relationship that really made me pause for a second, especially around his relationship to work and success. This is what he said.
Well, luckily, my partner, Tia, she definitely amplifies me and pushes me to work harder. And you can't go a million miles an hour forever. And I do feel like she does a fantastic job of helping me recharge very quickly. And she pushes me and inspires me to do better. My partner, I do think actually does make me more successful. So
he viewed his relationship in terms of output for YouTube and output for work. In other words, he viewed his relationship in economic terms. If something in his life added to his YouTube success and his work success, then it could stay. But if something detracted from his YouTube and work success, then it had to go. This wasn't just about his relationship with his girlfriend, but his relationship with every aspect of his life and everything in his life. You see, I'm not trying to pick on MrBeast at all. I think he's a 25-year-old guy trying to figure out life and trying to be really successful at YouTube. And who am I to judge someone who's 25 years old? This is not what I'm doing. I'm not judging MrBeast. But I think his outlook on life is actually comparable to the general outlook that is in culture at large in the world. That is, seeing life through economic terms. You see, it's not a bad thing to make money. It's not a bad thing to work hard and to be successful at what you do, to provide for your family, and to give your all into anything you find yourself doing. That's not a bad thing. But how we primarily view the world has a massive impact on how we do what we do. It informs everything about who we are, is how we view the world. Take Kevin O'Leary, for example, the guy from Shark Tank or Dragon's Den if you're Canadian. He went viral when he told this story.
I'm not sure how you're going to take this story, but I'm going to tell it to you anyways, okay? There's a fellow up at the top, puts up his hand and say, Mr. O'Leary, look, today my fiancée came to me and said that I have to make a decision between our relationship and the business. This guy had, in his dorm room in undergrad engineering, built an online cloud-based compliance tool for hedge funds with under 250 million. To help them reduce their costs, it's a subscription service. The guy had a run rate of $5 million. I'm licking my chops at this business. This is fantastic. And then he said, but I have no time. I said, everybody, let's be pragmatic. Which is easier to replace? Your business or your fiancé?
You see, he views the world through an economic lens. For him, the business is more important than the person. What matters more, business or a deep, fulfilling relationship with another person? Once again, I'm not critiquing individuals, I'm critiquing the worldview we find ourselves in, viewing the world in economic terms. What viewing the world through economic terms does is it actually creates selfishness within ourselves and also dehumanizes ourselves and others. It's selfish because it looks at the world through profit and success, and more specifically about our profit and our success, and resulting in and wanting output equaling profit and success. It's dehumanizing because it views people as an asset, as a commodity, or as something to be exploited. People have a price tag over their head as opposed to being viewed as people created in God's image, bearing who he is. People who have inherent value because it's God who determines our value as opposed to what we can do for other people that determines our value. I'm not pointing fingers back out in the world. I'm really pointing fingers back at me. I'm talking about something that everyone, I think, struggles with because of the world we live in today. I know I see the world like this, and because I know I see the world like this, I want to change. I want to be different. I don't want to view people in economic terms. I do not primarily want to see the world through an economic lens. I want to be different. I want to be different because I know there's more to life than monetization, to profitability, and to winning and to success on economic terms. How do I know this? I know this at a very superficial level because people in your life who love you don't necessarily love you because of what you do for them. If that's the case, love is distorted. They love you because of your presence in their life. They love you because of who you are, not because of what you do for them. That's transactional. Transactional relationships are based on an economic model of the world. Real love relationships are based on the inherent value that humans have because of the value that God gives us through being his image bearers in the world. I respect what MrBeast is doing 100%. I think he is innovating YouTube. He's doing things that no one has done before, and he's going to be remembered for that. And I think he'll actually be remembered for that for a long, long time. But what he will actually be remembered for by the people who really love him, by the people who journey with him in his life, is not the things that have to do with his YouTube success, but has to do with who he is as a person. They won't care about the YouTube success nearly as much as they'll care about the love that he gave. You see, love is what matters, and love is what lasts. This is why Jesus said loving God and loving others is really all that matters. Maybe we need to view the world through the lens of love as opposed to economics, self-improvement, and self-fulfillment. Those things are not bad in and of themselves, but they should be put in their proper place.